Hello and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. My name is Lisa and I live in Michigan with my husband and my kiddos. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as 72 Stitches. This is episode 153. I have coffee, peppermint, mocha, creamer, and my scrappy Sunday mug. I'm tired, guys. We'll get into that in a minute. I might need lots of coffee today. Today is Sunday, May 15th, 2022. This is my podcast, YouTube channel, whatever you want to call it, where I share my knitting, crocheting, cross-stitch, whatever crafty thing I'm up to. If you are new, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I will have all the show notes right down there. I'll have links to where you can find me. I'm most active on Instagram. I'll have patterns, yarns, bags, all that good stuff right down there. I have 2 finished objects and 3 whips. I have some stash, but I'm going to see what we're doing with time. Kind of on a time crunch this morning already. So if I don't show it, I will show it next week. Okay, I am tired because my husband's work decided to call at, I think it was about 4:30 a.m. this morning. Like something broke and it had to be fixed right now. And I couldn't fall back asleep. So I'm really tired. And then I had to run to the store this morning. And now there's dogs barking. You probably can't hear it. So I'm having a rough morning. I almost decided not to do this, but I'm here. I'm not 100%. Yeah. So that's that. So I wanted to do this too because I have a new whip and I have like lots of progress on one whip, and it's like, if I don't show it this week. Yeah, so I'm here. I'm going to need lots of coffee today. Okay, ready for finished objects? And the lighting's weird because usually I record this, what time is it? 9:40. I like to do it about 9. Maybe I'm early. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. Let's just show the knitting. I finished my Desert Vista Dyework socks for May. I don't remember where I was last week. Did I just need heels? Yes, I just needed heels. So these are done. This is Desert Vista Dyeworks. The colorway is No Soggy Bottoms. I did an afterthought heel. They perfectly match. I'm going to give these to my daughter, Chloe. She said she wanted them. I asked my mom if she wanted them, and she said absolutely not. Because she can't stand pink and red together. So I could have just gave them to her for Mother's Day, just as a gag gift. But Chloe said she'll take them. So there's that. Sock number 1. And all of my socks, I'm probably going to repeat myself many times. All of my socks are on a US 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter, which is a US 1.5. 64 stitches. Magic loop, cuff down. That's all my socks. Now these ones, I don't remember where I was last week. I think I had one, I was still on the first sock. And I think I was almost done. But I finished. They're done. Oh, this is Mustache Yarn. And the Han colorway, I know that she renamed her colorways. I don't know what the new one, I think it's the Rebel. I don't know. But anyway, Mustache Yarn does Star Wars colorways updates like once a year. So, and it already passed. She usually does it around May 4th. So I'm sorry, you can't get this. Maybe on a D-stash. Maybe she'll do an update. Probably not. Probably next year. Oh. These are for me. 64 stitches. 12 rows of 2x2 rib. The heel is in Lolo Did It Folsom. It's a very, very dark gray. Almost black. It like almost matches that stripe. And that stripe. Perfectly. Almost. So these are for me. So that's right. I finished 2 pairs of socks this week. Now granted, one of them just needed heels. That's okay. I did a lot of knitting this week after looking at all my stuff. Oh my. Oh. I'll pause for intermission. Before I get into my whips. This is my Painting Waves shawl by Stephen West. I believe it's in his new painting shawls book. But I used a mini set from Lolo Did It. No, I didn't. A mini set from Hue Loco, and the main color is also Lolo Did It Folsom. We'll take it off here for a second. I haven't worn this one in a really long time, so we're gonna get this one out. Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. So that is what I'm wearing. Also wearing my, I'm not gonna lift my t-shirt up so you can see it, but it says winter is coming, knit faster, and it's got a little skull. I don't want to mess up the microphone too much, but it says winter is coming, knit faster. One of my favorites. Okay, we're ready for whips. Whip number 1, are we doing sock? Yep. We're gonna do my sock first. This is in Stitching Plaza. My Harry Potter bag. And I started this and then I got sidetracked. So, it's okay. This is Night Owl Fibers in the Diagon Alley colorway. I don't know if she's doing Harry Potter colorways anymore, but go check out her shop. She has, I love her yarn. The base is like plump and squishy. And I got quite a few colorways in my stash from her. I just love it. All right, here we go. Ta-da! So I'm going to make shorties. These white stitch markers are where I'm going to put my heel. Yeah, I didn't even weave the end in yet. I knit my socks magic loop. This is Chiaogoo red lace 2.5 millimeter, which is a 1.5, a US 1.5. Yeah, I did 12 rows of 2x2 rib. And then I'm just going to do, I don't know, I think I do 75 rows for shorty sock. Then I do my toe. And also, this is the color of the day. This is Lolo Did It Folsom. Maybe Folsom will be the title of this episode. But yeah, so that's going to be the heel. Maybe the toe. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how I feel. I made a pair of socks for my friend out of this yarn last year. I just split it in half. I believe I did her heels and toes in the same color. So I might just do heels for me. I don't know. We'll get to the toe and then I'll weigh it and then I'll figure it out. But usually it doesn't take that much yarn for shorties for me. So yeah, that is my only sock on the needle. I got distracted. Lots of squirrel moments, but I did finish 2 socks this week, so I'm not complaining. All right, another sip of coffee before we get on to the one that I put so much work in. Whip number 2. It's living in a bag. Where's the tag? Oh, there it is. That Amie from Happy Little Yarn made for me. It's my big shawl / sweater bag. Let's see if I can get this out without showing it to you. Nope. So I decided summer sock camp is coming. And I checked when I cast this sweater on April, I think it was 13th. So I'm like, all right, it's been on my needles for about a month. Let's finish this bad boy. I didn't finish it. This is whips, so don't get too excited, but you can get excited a little bit. All right. I'll show you the front so you can see my stitch marker. All right, you ready? All right. See my stitch marker right there? See that white stitch marker right at the bottom of your screen? You see it? All right, you ready? Da-da, da-da. Cue Jaws theme song. And look at that, I got ribbing. That's right, I finished the whole body of the sweater this week. Oh, look at this, beautiful. So, this was like the first time this has happened to me. Now this is the Garter Marler sweater by Stephen West. It is fingering weight held double. I'm using off Felici scraps, held double. The cuff and the hem and the sleeves, no, the cuff, the hem, and the collar is Knitpicks Stroll, Cobblestone Gray, and, no, Cobblestone, Heather, and Dove Heather. Oh my. So, I'm doing the medium, which is, I think, chest size is 42. Which is weird to me because usually, I mean, this is a men's shirt and it's a large, but it's boxy. I don't like tight fitting clothing. So that's why I decided to do 42. I tried this on. I don't know if it looks good on me. I don't know. I'm not in the right headspace right now. I tried it on. I sent some pictures to some friends. I don't know. I'm just self-conscious about myself, like usual. I am going to finish it. I'm not frogging it. Don't worry. Oh, frizzy hair. So this is heavy. The pattern said to knit to 12 inches for the body, and I'm like, ooh, 12 inches, that's not enough. That's not enough. Because I like my sweaters to like cover my butt a little bit, or any shirts really. But I tried this on before I did the ribbing, and it's like, it hits right where my t-shirt hits, which is like where I liked my, shirts to lay. So I'm like, wow, all right, we don't need to do more than 12 inches. I think because it's heavy, it like pulls it down a little bit. So, yeah, I am, just get a closer look at my ribbing. That's the inside of the sweater. So there's my ribbing, what I got. I think I have 8 rows. I think that's an inch. It looks like an inch. I'll have to measure it. So I have like 16 more, or 8 more rows maybe. 8 to 10 rows possibly, and then we can bind all. I'm so excited. So yeah, I can't believe I finished a whole body of a sweater in a week. And actually I didn't work on it Wednesday. Monday and Tuesday, I think I worked on it for a couple hours in the morning, and then I had lunch, and then I put it away for the day. But Thursday and Friday, I just worked on it all day long. And Saturday. I don't know what day it is. So, I'm hoping to finish to bind off this body and possibly cast on a sleeve today. I would love to. I just really want to finish this. I am to the point where it's like, I want this done. It's like, I'll talk about this later in, life stuff, but weather, it's been so hot. It's like, it's like, I don't want to work on this. I just want to be done with it. I love it. I don't know. So I just want to finish it. That's all. I just want it off my needles. I figured out, I know I talked about in a previous episode or two, I could not understand the pattern for the sleeves. Well, I had a duh moment. So I have my husband print the patterns without any pictures or anything, just to save on ink. So I went back to the original picture, or the original pattern on my phone. Looked up the sleeve directions, and I'm like, oh my word, now it makes sense. Which is really, really silly because it had the pattern repeat for the sleeve had a box around it. And that's all I needed was the box around it to say, oh, now I get it. So I understand the sleeves now, no problems. I'm hoping they'll go by fast. I am excited to get out my Chiaogoo shorties. And I have to admit, I think I'm getting faster at purling. Because this is, since Garter, it's knit a row, purl a row. So yeah, after purling, I don't know how many rows that is, every other row, I think I'm getting better. I don't usually mind purling, but when it's almost 90 degrees and this big heavy thing is in my lap, I'm over it. So I'm hoping, it's supposed to get cooler this week. And since the sleeves, I think the stitches are like, I don't know what I start with. Let's get my pattern out. I can tell you just how many stitches my sleeves are. It's not giving anything away. Maybe if I can find it. Sleeves. Yeah, I'm going to start with 68 stitches. And then I'm going to decrease to 48. So that's a smaller circumference, which I feel like it might go by faster. Maybe not. I don't know. If you were all with me when I did my, chalet sweater, I think I finished both sleeves in like 2 days. So I don't know if that's going to happen with this one. Because it is still knit a row, purl a row all the way through. And I might have to change colors more frequently than I would like to, which means more ends. Since it's a smaller circumference, I don't know how the stripes, I don't want to have big blocks of stripes. Because see, most of these are like 2 or 3 stripes. Or not even that, like 1 stripe. I think one color got me around the whole sweater once. I think, with the Felici. So, I don't know, I'll pick up some stitches, I'll play around with it, and it's not a big deal. I can leave in ends. But yes. So I'm working on this today. I'm going to try. I am tired, and Chloe's going to have a friend over, so I don't know how loud it's going to be. So I don't know, maybe I'll just bind off the sweater and say, okay, I just need something mindless to work on. I don't know, we'll see. So that's why I'm kind of rushing this. It's 9:57, she's supposed to be here at 10, so we'll see. Hopefully they're not too loud. All right, last whip. Last whip. Oh, look at this big bag. Where's the... Oh, there it goes. I was going to say, it says Knitpicks on there somewhere. Knitpicks. This is all of my stroll. So, Mr. Stephen West gets me every time. I don't know, did I talk about that last week? I feel like that pattern came out last week. The Painting Bricks Blanket. Yes, I did talk about that last week because I ordered yarn, I ordered needles, and I was ready to go. Well, the needles came in on Monday? Yes, needles came out on Monday. My yarn did not, but this is my other stroll stash of full skeins, and I have ash in there. I had 2 balls. I'm holding fingering weight double. It's a DK weight pattern. So I'm like, I'm just casting on right now. My other yarn will get here. It did come eventually. I think it was Thursday. Yeah, I think it was Thursday. So I'm just like, whatever. I'm going to be, this is going to be a long-term project probably. When I run out of yarn, I'll just order more because I have no idea how much it's going to take. There is yardage in the pattern, but that's DK, and my brain can't figure that out. So, I cast on. If you follow me on Instagram, you already saw it. I did not work any more on it than the picture that I showed, but I'm obsessed. Look at this. That's really hard to show because it's bunched up on the needles. Oh my word. But it's going to be squishy. That's a little better. Oh, so I got 1 repeat done. And here it is on the needles. Now he's recommended a 40-inch cord. I feel like I should have got a 60-inch cord. Or is there one, whatever the next size up, is there a 47? I don't know. At any rate, I got fixed needles. So I'm not doing interchangeables because I'm assuming that this is going to take forever. This is going to be really heavy, so I just wanted to do fixed needles. Not buying another needle set or another needle. I'm just going to make it work. It is nice that it's squished up so I don't have to keep, pulling this way. So yeah, it's very mindless. The cast on was a little fiddly because you had to do an I-cord of like 300 some stitches. So it was a lot of counting. But oh my. And the good thing about this pattern is there's in the pattern repeat, I don't want to give too much away. I think the pattern repeat is 16 rows. 4 of those are purling. The rest are all knit. So there is purling in this, but not as much as that sweater. So, yep. Here we are. I'm using Chiaogoo red lace. Said these were the fixed. I think this is a 7. Oh, I always grab the wrong needle. I know they're fixed, but can you print them on both sides, please? Chiaogoo. What the word? I think it's a 7. There it is. I was right the first time. Yes, it is a US 7. So it is all knitting and purling and some slip stitches. That's it. There's no decreases. There's no increases. So, yeah, it's pretty mindless. And I'm just going to be picking random colors. I think I'm doing the bigger size, obviously. There is a baby blanket version, which might be cute someday. Not for me. No more babies for me. I'm done. So I think there's supposed to be 78 color stripes. I got 2 done, so I'm almost there. But yes, so I now have 2 blankets on my needles, and I'm going to have 3 because I'm going to start another Cozy Memories. I don't know what it is about summertime. When it gets hot, I want to cast on a blanket. Something's wrong with me. Is anybody else like that? Oh, it's hot. Let's cast on a blanket. So I don't know. I might work on this here and there. I don't know if I'm going to touch it this week. We'll wait and see. When it gets too big in my lap, I'm probably going to put it away. Or maybe I'll just work on it in the evenings. I don't know yet. But yeah, that's my blanket snake. Oh, blanket snake. That should be the title. That makes more sense than Folsom. Okay, blanket snake. That is the title. Okay, let's go reading and watching real quick. I think we'll just end up doing my stash. I'm starting to wake up a little bit. I think the coffee's kicking in. Thank you, coffee. We'll see what happens when it's like 3 o'clock today. I might just be done. All right, I finished The Magician's Gambit. I finished it. You know, it was weird. I got my sock out. I think I was working on my Han socks at the time, and I opened my Kindle, and I can read on my Kindle and knit a sock. Easy breezy. And I feel like keeping my hands busy, I was more focused. I don't know, maybe because I was awake. Like I said before, I usually read before I go to bed, especially this book, and I was just tired. All the time I was tired. So yeah, I read it during the day with my sock, and I, figured out what happened, and I just moved on, and I finished it in like 45 minutes. I was like, what? So yes, I finished that. I started the 4th book. This is the Pawn of Prophecies series. I started the 4th book. That is Castle of Wizardry. So I started that. Not very far. I think I'm like 10% in. I might have to do again what I did before if I start, what am I talking about? I lost my train of thought. If I'm reading that book way too long, if it's like 2 months and I'm still reading it, then I'll just do it again, like I did with this book that I talked about previously. Deep breath. And then I started the Harry Potter number 2 book, which is Chamber of Secrets, I believe. I think that's what it's called. Doing that one on audio. All right, watching. I finished, I don't know if I talked about this last week, but I finished Breaking Bad Season 3. So good. I started Breaking Bad Season 4. Oh, so good. I think I watched 4 episodes. Yeah. It's really good. I had a gasp moment when I don't want to give too much away, but I was like, did he just do that? You probably know what I'm talking about. I think, is his name Gus? I think his name's Gus. Anyway, I don't want to give too much away if you haven't watched it anyway already, but I was just like, I had to sit down my knitting for a few minutes to watch that. I can't believe he did that. Anyway, my husband and I finished Stranger Things Season 1. Yay. We started Bridgerton Season 2. Meh. I can see what people say. It's not as good as the first one. It's okay. And I am watching Orange is the New Black. I'm on the last season, Season 7. I think I have 3 episodes left. I watched a lot of TV this week. I guess that's... Oh, how many minutes I'm at? I'm at 29 minutes. Do we just do it? I guess I'll just do it. We'll make it quick. Acquisition time. Are you ready? Wool Piggery Fest. Commence. Wool Piggery Fest. I got some Patton's Croy. I made my mom socks out of this a couple years ago. This feels different. It feels softer. And I don't know if I like that. I don't know. We'll see. This is a slate jacquard. I was scrolling through my Instagram and I came along these socks and I'm like, oh, I have to order that yarn to make socks for myself. or we'll see. It'll sit in my stash, and my mom will like, hey, these socks blew a hole. Can you make me another one? So, these are intended for me, but who knows. Okay, and my Desert Vista Dyeworks order came in. I can't believe I bought 5 skeins of yarn. But I did. It was a nice coupon. It's okay. It was a very nice coupon. All right. This is the one I'm most excited about. Charcoal gray. This is a semi-solid tonal for heels, toes, and cuffs. I'm excited now. So, I'm going to be using this a lot for heels, toes, and cuffs on my socks. So then I can do 2 pairs of shorties, one for me, one for my friend. Oh. Okay, here we go. Fred Zombody Jones. This is a Scooby-Doo one. The Fred dude on Scooby-Doo. So there's this one. I guess we'll just keep on going with the Scooby-Doo because I have one more. Daphne Zombody Blake. Is that Blake? I think it's Blake. I don't know. It's Daphne. So I got Daphne and Fred. Were they buddies? I don't know. Were they buddies? Were they dating? I don't know. But so this is Daphne. And then I just got I got Piglet, or it's Zom Piglet. I really like her zombie ones. It has that stripe, that's variegated stripe. I love it. So there's Piglet. I have to get Eeyore and Pooh. I don't have those ones yet. And then this was a new one that she did. This is Bridgerton. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do since it's stashed down. I don't know if I'll use these ones yet. I might use these next year. But yeah. Wool Piggery 5 skeins. Don't judge me. When you have a 30% off coupon, you would do the same thing. And this, I got my Freckled Whimsy DK skein. So if you have not got that for, what, May? This is May. So if you've not got it yet, and you don't want to see it, look away, please. I love this one. It's beautiful. And I find it funny because the name of it is our local, like, ice cream store is this name. And I'm like, this is me. And it has green in it. All right, I know I probably gave some stuff away, but here, I'll show the tag. I'm going to show it now, so look away. Bye-bye. Pause. There's the name. I just chuckled to myself when I saw that. Oh, but look at that. And there is the contrast. I got the one that has the mini that comes with it. I'll probably do heels in it. I'll have to experiment. I've never done DK weight socks. I don't know if 20 grams will be enough to do toes and heels on both socks. Or just heels. I don't know. But I decided I would try just heels first and then we'll go from there. But, oh, that's beautiful. And I love the name. Oh, and it says 10 stripes. Ooh, 10 stripes. What if they're all 10 stripes? Meh. All right, I'm going to set it down now. It's gone. You can look. You can come back. Look away. Not look away. Come back. Open your eyes, I guess. And look, I'm even dressed. This is not how I want my Sunday to be. I should not have to be dressed before 10 a.m. on a Sunday. No. But here I am. All right, life stuff real fast. Let's try not to make this a 50-minute episode. What time is it? 7:12. Okay. like I said, the weather, it was really, really hot. It was like, I think there was a couple days where it was like 88, and I'm like, I'm dying. Luckily, our air conditioner worked, so that was good. Air conditioner worked. Still hot. I just wasn't used to it. I think that's what the word is I'm looking for. Usually, hotness doesn't bother me. Warm temperatures, as long as I'm inside. There was no walks happening during the week. I walked my kid to school in the morning, and after that I was done. I was inside for the day. Probably no walks today. Oh, Chloe's friend's here. Okay, we'll wrap this up. So, yes, my husband did go to work Monday and Tuesday, it was nice to have the house to myself. So I watched a lot of TV. And then he was back on Wednesday, and then I was just super grumpy the rest of the week. I'm just like, go away. I love you, but go away. You know how it is. I used to having all that internet to myself. The house to myself. It was quiet. Oh, it was glorious. So that's done. I don't know if he's ever going to go back. I think that might have been a one-time thing. Yeah. I cut my finger. Got a paper cut, so that's good times. Hopefully it won't be that big a deal. Sorry, I'm listening. I probably should wrap this up. I'm losing steam. I was listening, sorry. Yeah, so that's it, really. I'm just hanging out. Yeah. So, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Sorry I got a little spacey there at the end. I was listening. Like and subscribe. Comment if you have any questions. And cross your fingers. Maybe I'll have a finished sweater next week. Can I finish 2 sleeves in a week? Can I do it? Challenge accepted. And hopefully I will see you next week.